Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Cracks Are Turning Problems into Solutions. This is me Priyasha Das and today I'm up with day 20 of the TISSNET Crash Course series in which I'll be talking about clocks and calendars and discussing all the 6 different categories in detail. But before that, let me tell you about Unacademy's Conquer VARC test, which is a free test going to take place on 21st of February at 5 p.m. live. It's only a 15-minute small test, guys, where you have to answer 10 questions related to VA and the RC section. This will not only help you to understand your areas of strength and weaknesses, but will also help you to boost your preparation for your upcoming examination. So don't forget to enroll into this completely free test using my code Priyasha10, link of which you will find in the description box. And I also want to tell you about some special features of the Iconic subscription. Now, for the Iconic subscription, it's different from the Plus subscription because it provides you one-to-one live doubt solving, one-to-one live concept discussion, as well as one-to-one live mentorship, not only by the tutors but also by the top B school graduates. इस वन टू वन के रिलेशन से क्या होता है कि आपको मिलती है फ्रीडम टू बुक योर स्लॉट्स एट योर ओन कन्वीनियंस. अगर आपको किसी पर्टिकुलर टीचर से किसी पर्टिकुलर टाइम स्लॉट में पढ़ना है तो वो फैसिलिटी आपको अनअकैडमी देगा अंडर द आइकॉनिक सब्सक्रिप्शन. So this Iconic subscription is one of its kind and will not be available on any other platform. So do check it out in the link in the description box, and you will be proceeding with different kinds of subscription, like you can go for 6 month subscription, 12 or 24 months of subscription. And the features of this Iconic subscription is one of its kind. So don't miss it out. Do check it out using the link in the description box, and don't forget to enroll into any of these subscriptions using my code Priyasha10 because that will give you an instant additional discount of 10%. Now let's get our video started. Hi guys, welcome to the day 20 of the TISSNET Crash Course series. In today's session, we would be talking about logical reasoning, clocks and calendars specifically. So that has been a very demanded topic, and a special call out to Netram, who has been constantly, like the day when I started this TISSNET Crash Course, from day one, he came up with this request. So Netram, here's it for you and for all the others as well, because clocks and calendars require a bit more of attention compared to the other logical reasoning topics. So thought of bringing questions related to that in this video today. But before that, let me tell you that if you are interested in searching out the topics like cubes and dices, puzzle tests, true and false statements, etc., then these kind of videos are already there in my LR playlist. So please check out the LR playlist. You will find that in the description box, end screen, I button, everywhere. Okay. Now, starting with the clocks. So for the clock related questions, we need to know few concepts of the clock. First concept which we need to know, that in a clock, there is a minute hand, there is an hour hand, and generally questions related to seconds hand is not asked to us. So when we come to the minutes hand, we know that 60 minutes is equals to 1 hour, and in 1 hour, the minute hand covers a complete rotation, full complete circular rotation, that is equivalent to 360 degree. Similarly, in 1 minute, what will be the degrees which it will cover? It's very simple to divide 360 by 60, which will give us 6 degrees. So in 1 minute, the minute's hand covers 6 degrees. So in 5 minutes, it will cover 30 degrees and so on. That's quite obvious. Now, coming to the angle formed between the minute and the hour hand. So the right angle is formed in a time interval of 15 minutes, because if you just think about this, this is any 15, like if any of these are there, like suppose let's say that this is the longer hand and this is the shorter hand, so this time will form a exact 90 degree and it has a difference of 15 minutes, and this kind of right angles are formed 22 times in 12 hours. It's better to remember this because right now we are left with only few days for our examination. So इतना डिटेल में समझने से अच्छा है just remember these numbers, that right angle 22 times repeat होता है 12 hours में, and double of it is 44 times in 24 hours. Similarly, straight angle क्या होता है? Straight angle is this, where one of your hour hand or minute hand is in the opposite direction of the other, and this straight angle is formed as 180 degree and it happens every 30 minutes. So basically it happens 11 times in 12 hours and 22 times in 24 hours. ये आप याद रख सकते हो simply. Alright. Now the angle which is traced by the hour hand, अभी तक हम लोग minute hand की बात कर रहे थे यहाँ पर. Now we will talk about the hour hand. So in the hour hand, the angle which is traced in 12 hours total is 360 degree. So इसका मतलब है कि in 60 minutes, okay, that would be equivalent to 360 degrees. So that is for the minutes hand. So hour hand completes 360 degrees in 12 hours and minute hand completes 360 degree rotation in 60 minutes. And the speed of the hour therefore will be 0.5 dpm or half a degree every minute, and for a minute it is 6 degrees of movement every minute. dpm stands for degree per minute. ये numbers क्यों important है? ये numbers important है with respect to solving three categories of questions. So now I'll bring forward three categories of questions for you related to the clocks. So let's have the first question. The first question is, find the angle between the minute hand and the hour hand of a clock when it is 7:20. ऑल राइट, सो व्हेन वी आर डूइंग दिस क्वेश्चन, पहले तो सबसे पहला काम क्या है? सबसे पहला काम है 720 को विजुअलाइज करना. 720 में आर हैंड कहाँ होगा, मिनट हैंड कहाँ होगा, ये हम विजुअलाइज करेंगे. फर्स्ट स्टेप. बट डज दैट मीन दैट वी हैव टू यूज दिस प्रोसेस ओनली फॉर डूइंग दिस? नॉट रियली, क्योंकि हमें क्या पता है, हमें कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन पता होनी चाहिए. हमें पता होना चाहिए कि व्हाट विल बी द एंगल ट्रेस्ड इन 1 hour, और नॉट 1 hour, बेसिकली बाय द आवर हैंड इन 12 hours. सो ये बेसिक हमें पता है कि 12 hours में 360 डिग्री टर्न करता है. विच हैंड? द आवर हैंड. एच स्टैंड्स फॉर द आवर हैंड. ओके, सो अगर मैं 7 hours and 20 minutes को 7 hours 20 minutes की एंगल निकालना चाहूँ, so I can do it with the help of the unitary method. So how will I do it? First thing is we need to convert the 20 minutes into hours. So what we'll be doing is we'll be dividing 20 by 60 and that will give me 1/3. Okay, so that means it is 7 1/3, or basically called as 22 by 3 hours. Okay, so 22 by 3 hours will have how many degrees? Unitary method, 360 by 12 into 22 by 3, which will eventually give us 220 degrees. All right, so 220 degrees is the angle which is traced by the R hand. ये angle सिर्फ R hand ने move किया, but हमारा question है the angle between minute hand and R hand. So अभी next step होगा to find out for the minute hand, that is MH. कितने minutes travel किया है? 20 minutes travel किया है, correct? And what do we know about the angles? We know that 60 minutes में it travels 360 degrees. So unitary method, 20 minutes में it will travel 360 by 60 into 20. That eventually gives us 6 into 2, 120 degrees. Did you get this? This was easy. Now, when you have the angle traced by the minute hand and the angle traced by the hour hand, the calculation says you have to subtract the angle between, means subtract the hour hand minus the minute hand, and that will give you the angle. 220 minus 120 eventually gives us 100 degrees, and that is the answer for this question. सिर्फ एक पार्ट आपको याद रखना है, जनरली यहीं पर बच्चे कंफ्यूज होते हैं एंड दे डू अ मिस्टेक. द पॉइंट हियर इज 720, so they calculate 7 hours separately and then 20 minutes separately and then find out the difference. When you are finding out the hours, remember 720 होने पर exactly R की finger जो है वो 7 पे नहीं होती, थोड़ी आगे होती है. So keeping that in mind, 720 को together आपको लेना है for your calculation for the angle traced by the R hand. That's all. Okay, coming to the next category. I hope that was clear to you. Now category number 2. Category number 2 question is where they are asking you, an accurate clock shows 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, through how many degrees will the hour hand rotate when the clock shows 9 o'clock in the evening? Okay, so यहाँ पर we are just worried about the hour hand. So make sure that we are just worried about the hour hand over here. We are not worried about anything else. So when it comes to this scenario, what are we going to do? We are going to take the difference. Okay, so what will come out to be the difference over here? The difference over here will be the time. Okay, so 2 o'clock in the morning, first thing, and 9 o'clock in the evening. So time interval कितने हैं, कितने hours का gap है? The 2 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the evening, or maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon would mean how much? 12 hours, and then 12 hours plus 7 more hours, will eventually give us the total of 19 hours. So कितने hours हमारे पास है? 19 hours के लिए हमको निकालना है कि कितना एंगल से रोटेट करेगा. अब क्या वैल्यू मुझे पता है? एंगल ट्रेस्ड बाय एन आवर हैंड इन अ आवर. सो आई नो दैट 1 आवर में एच कितना मूव करता है? एच 30 डिग्रीज मूव करता है. Just I did it directly by dividing it. If you want to go by the longer process, you can take 60 minutes. Okay, you can take it like that. 12 hours mein 360 degrees, so 1 hour mein like that. Okay. Otherwise, you can just do it like that. That the angle traced by the hour hand in 1 hour is 30 degrees. Okay. And if I know that there are 19 degrees to be solved, my work is just to multiply 19 into 3 and get my answer as 570 degrees. So that was an easy question compared to the one at the top, जहाँ पर आपको सिर्फ difference in the time निकालना है, hours निकालना है, and then angle को multiply कर देना है 30 से. All right. Now the third category of the question is related to losing and gaining of time. ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा complex topic है और इस पे बहुत different type के varieties of questions बनाए जा सकते हैं, but looking forward to the exam we are targeting right now, I'll just tell you the basic of how to do it, so that इस पे अगर कुछ twist भी दे दिया जाए, so you are able to tackle it. Okay, so a boy saw the clock when it is 5 a.m. The clock loses 8 minutes in a half a day. That means half a day में 8 minutes lose करता है, तो 1 day में 16 minutes lose करता है. This is quick calculation which you need to do quickly in your mind. What will be the true time when he sees the clock at 10 p.m. on the 4th day? Now, a major point of mistake is where people do calculation because it's the 4th day, so I'll multiply 24 into 4. Wrong. Absolute rubbish. We are not going to do that. Why? Because 5 a.m. of today. Imagine 5 a.m. of today. So we are not doing it into 4. Rather, I know that the next day, that is for the second day, calculations needs to be like this, guys. Okay. Just let me scroll down to my question. So calculations needs to be like this, where the second day will be 24 hours, the third day will be 24 hours, the fourth day will be again 24 hours, and this part will be 5 a.m. of the fourth day. All right. इस पे further क्या calculate करना है हमें? 10 pm जाना है, तो 5 am से 5 pm जाने के लिए plus 12, so this is 5 pm of the fourth day, and 5 pm से 10 pm we will be moving by 5 more hours. So that is equivalent to 10 pm of fourth day as we wanted. And what is the sum of 24 plus 24 plus 24 plus 12 plus 5? That will give me 89 hours. All right, 89 hours. Now we will apply again the principle of what? Principle of unitary method. What do we know about losing time? What is the meaning of losing time? Losing time by 8 minutes is running late. Okay, so here if the clock is losing 8 minutes in half a day, that means automatically it is losing 16 minutes in 24 hours, right? 16 minutes in 24 hours. That means what is the correct time? The correct time is 23 hours and 44 minutes, okay, which is equivalent to 24 hours clock, correct? Now my next job will be to convert this 44 into hours. So that is 22, 15, 11, 30 I mean, and then if 15. So that is 11 by 15 and this is 23. So I will convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction and that will give me 356. 356 by 15 hours is actually equals to 24 hours of the correct clock. So what will be 89 hours of this clock equals to? It will be 24 multiplied with 15 by 356 into 89. That will eventually give me 90 hours. Now, is 90 hours my answer? Of course not. I need to check the difference between 89 and 90. So what is the difference between 89 and 90? The difference is 1 hour. And is it plus 1 or minus 1? It is plus 1. That means the clock right now says 10 p.m. but actually it is plus 1, 11 p.m. So the correct time will be 11 p.m. option C. So that's how we do this question, guys. Okay, we need to make a comparison by the unitary method. All right, three categories of clocks done. Now we will quickly jump into the calendars. But before doing calendars, let me remind you that I have done a question category number 1 already in my previous part of the video. So if you haven't seen that, you can definitely go and check it out. But in this video, I'll be specifically talking about how to get that process. तो calendars की question करते वक्त हमें odd days का ध्यान रखना है. What is odd day? And what kind of concept do we build in that odd day? So let us do that first. So for doing the odd days related questions, we need the concept of, or rather I should say that for doing the questions of calendars, we need the concept of odd days. Odd days क्या होता है कि जब हम 7 से किसी को भी डिवाइड करते हैं, then we eventually see कि कुछ days remainder में बच जाते हैं, and those बचे हुए दिन को हम लोग कहते हैं odd days. अब odd days का इस कैलकुलेशन में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सिग्निफिकेंस है. क्या है वो हम लोग अभी देखते हैं. ओके, फर्स्ट थिंग व्हाट वी नीड टू डू हियर इज वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि जनवरी, फेब्रुअरी, मार्च, गोइंग ऑन लाइक दिस, एवरी मंथ हैज अ स्पेसिफिक नंबर ऑफ ऑड डे इन इट. But instead of learning the code, you can learn it like this, that the months which have 30 days, if you divide 30 by 7, what will be the remainder you will be getting? You will be getting a remainder of 2. And if you divide, so this will give you a remainder of 2, that is 2 odd days. The month which has 31 days will give you a remainder of 3, so that means 3 odd days. And for February, if it is a leap year February, that is 28 days, then it will give you remainder 0. And if it is 29 days, then it will give you a remainder of 1. So अगर ये leap year है तो odd days in February will be 1. And किसी भी month like January, March and so on, the months which have 31 days in them will have the number of odd days as 3, and the number of odd days for the months which have 30 days in it will be 2. So याद करने की जगह अगर आप समझ लो तो आप कभी भी कोई भी question बना सकते हो easily. And one more thing which you need to know is the code for the day. Okay, so according to the calendar questions, our week starts from a Sunday. So Sunday is given the code of 0, and then we start with Monday. Monday is given the code of 1, and so on. We will move forward. Tuesday 2, Wednesday 3, Thursday 4, Friday 5, Saturday 6, so on. Okay, so the last day which you will do is Saturday, which is 6. So ये code भी आपको याद नहीं, बस समझना है कि वीक स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम संडे, दैट्स ऑल. कहाँ यूज होगा वो मैं एवेंचुअली आपको बताऊंगी. नाउ आपने इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस देखे होंगे वेयर इट इज सेड दैट व्हाट वाज 15th of August in 1947, व्हिच डे वाज दैट. तो कंप्लीटली ब्लैंक इंफॉर्मेशन के साथ अगर यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट द डे ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर ईयर, देन फॉर दैट यू नीड द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ ऑड डेज ऑफ ईयर, odd days of months and odd days of the days as well. तो कैसे करेंगे हम उसे? First, let's know about the century year. Okay. So, since the time is less, so I'll just focus on the important part. The important part is कि 100 years में प्रॉब्लम क्या है, हम odd days कैसे निकालेंगे every 100 years? By dividing it by 4. तो divide करने पर 25 is a complete multiple और हमें like complete quotient, and हमें कोई remainder नहीं मिलता. इसलिए what we'll do is we'll divide it by 4. Okay, we will do 25 minus 1, that is 24, and we can say that out of 100 years, 24 years are leap years, and the remaining 76 years are non-leap years. And non-leap years is 365 days, and 365 को अगर आप 7 से divide करो, so you will be getting a remainder of 1. But अगर आप 366, that is a leap year, को 7 से divide करो, so you will get a remainder of 2. That means leap years have an odd day, 2 odd days, and non-leap years have 1 odd day. Okay, so eventually 100 में कितने odd days होंगे? Let's multiply. 76 into 1 is 76, and 24 into 2 is 48. That gives us how many? 124 odd days. और 124 को अगर मैं 7 से divide कर दूं, so I will be left with 5 odd days. इसी तरह से आप हर सेंचुरी के लिए अलग अलग निकाल सकते हो, बट फॉर फास्टर कैलकुलेशन आई एम गोइंग टू राइट अ टेबल फॉर यू. Okay, for faster calculation you might remember this, that every 100 year has 5 odd days, 200 year has 3 odd days, 300 years have 1 odd day, and every multiple of 400 will have 0 odd days. यानी 1600, 2000, ये सारे 400 के मल्टीपल्स हैं, तो ये सारे सेंचुरी ईयर्स 0 ऑड डेज के साथ आएंगे. वैसे ही एवरी 100 year is 5, 200 year is 3, 300 year is 1. So how will we use this for our further calculation? We can use it as 500. 500 को हम लोग कैसे लिख सकते हैं? 100 plus 400 years, and 100 years में 5 odd days है and 400 years में 0 है. So that means 500 में भी 5 odd days है. Just like that, 600 में we can write 600 as 200 plus 400, correct? 200 में हमारे पास कितने odd days हैं? 3, and 4 में 0. So this has 3. You will see that the cycle of 5310 will keep on repeating for every year. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, 0. Remember it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, 0. Okay? कहाँ काम आएगा? When I'll do a question, you will understand कि ये कहाँ काम आएगा. Okay? So time for doing a question right now. Okay, so let's scroll down and let's go to the question and see कि हम इन type के concepts को कैसे और कहाँ use करते हैं. All right? So let's move down to the first question of calendars. और ऐसा question मैंने actually लिया है अपने previous video में. So if you haven't watched that, go and watch that. That will eventually help you in understanding better. So it's given that, okay, not January 1st, 2006 was a Sunday, okay? And what was the day on January 1st, 2010? अच्छा, तो वो मुझे 4 years आगे जाने को बोल रहे हैं. So इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन में बहुत इजी होता है. क्यों? क्योंकि हमें एक चीज तो दी हुई है कि एक डेट क्या था. They told us that 2006 वाली January was Sunday. So 2007 वाली January क्या होगी? Now understand, remember I told you leap year has 366 days, which divided by 7 gives us remainder 2. That means every leap year has odd days 2, and every non-leap year has how many odd days? 1. So 2007 is a non-leap year, so I'll add Sunday plus 1, that is Monday. All right. Now 2008 is a leap year, guys. And how do we know that? By the last two digits, 8 divisible by 4. So since it's a leap year, now instead of adding plus 1 to the odd day, I will add plus 2. So Monday plus 2 is Wednesday. So 2008 was a Wednesday, and 2009 is again a leap year, non-leap year. So plus 1, that is Thursday. And 2010, finally, 1st of January will be Thursday plus 1, that is Friday. So if you check the calendar, you get the answer as option D, which is Friday. अगर 2006 की January Sunday थी, तो 2010 की January Friday होगी. That's how we do this question, and that question is easy. This is easy because we have one concept at least. The second question is interesting because here you need to find out what will be the day on 28th of May 2006. अब हमारे पास blank sheet है. We don't know any comparison. Okay, so what we will do, we will break 2006, but इसे हमें बहुत intelligently करना है. Okay, we cannot break the entire 2006. The reason for that is अगर मैं entire 2006 की odd numbers निकालूंगी, odd days निकालूंगी, तो वो फिर 31st of December हो जाएगा, right? So we are not doing this. What we are doing is we are trying to break it till 31st of December 2005. यहाँ तक हम odd days निकालते हैं. तो यहाँ तक odd days हम कैसे निकालेंगे? By dividing 2005. 2005 को मैं लिख सकती हूँ 2000 plus 5 years. Okay. Now check. What am I going to do? 2000 is a multiple of 400, guys. So the number of odd days we will get from here is 0. Okay. And 5 years में कितने odd days आएंगे? 2001 is a leap year, non-leap year, non-leap year. 1. 2 non-leap year, 3 non-leap year, 4 leap year 2, and 2005 1 non-leap year. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, plus 2 5, plus 1 6. So 6 odd days. So we have got a total of 6 odd days till 31st of December 2005. अब next set of calculation क्या होगी? Next set of calculation will start from 1st of January up till 28th of May. Okay, so let me scroll down. 1st of January, let's consider 1st of January. So January full month, February full month, March full month, April full month. Do we guys remember the number of odd days in the months? 31 days in January is equivalent to 3 odd days. February of 2006. February of 2006 is a non-leap year. So 28 days. That means 0 odd days. March 31 days, 3 odd days. April 30 days, 2 odd days. Number of odd days, 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2, 8 odd days. So we have 8 odd days till what? Till 30th of April. Okay, 2006. Now how many days left? What calculation do we need? We need 28 days of the month of May. 28 days when divided by 7 gives us 0 as the remainder. That means the total number of odd days is 6 plus 8, 14 odd days. And 14 odd days का क्या concept है guys? 14 odd days का concept है divided by, we can divide it by 2, correct? So like sorry, I mean divide by 7. So if I divide by 7, the quotient is 2 and the remainder is 0. And आपको मैंने बताया था starting में ही which day is the first day in the calendar? Sunday, and Sunday stands for 0. So the code 0 is basically our answer Sunday. तो ये एक प्रोसेस है. अगर आपको 2006 का कोई भी डेट निकालना है तो आप 2005 तक उसके odd years निकाल दो because that is 31st of December. उसके बाद आप number of months count करो उस date तक which is complete and उसके odd days निकाल दो and फिर the remaining number of days of that month को divide करो 7 से और उसके odd days निकाल दो. So basically आप century का odd day add कर रहे हो, आप months के odd day add कर रहे हो और आप finally 0 भी add कर रहे हो which is the days odd day. Okay, and that will eventually give you the answer. Okay, that was a long one indeed. And the last question is a very easy question to keep your senses alive after this video. Today is Saturday, so what will be 59 days after today? So that's easy. What we need to do is just divide 59 by 7. And I know that the remainder which I'll be getting is 7 or how much? 56. So 3 will be the remainder. And if I know that 3 is the remainder, that doesn't mean the day which comes on 3 is my answer. No, I would be adding Saturday plus 3 days to get my answer, and that will be Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. So the answer will be Tuesday. So that is as simple as this. Okay, one step answer. So this was about the 3 categories of the clocks and the 3 categories of the calendars. I tried to bring all of these into one video. So if you really like this video, please like this video and share it with more and more people. Share it in all your WhatsApp and Telegram groups. And if you're new to this channel, then please subscribe to this channel. That will really help. And make sure you mention in the comment section if you like this video or not. And I'll be up with more such videos. Till then, all the best for your preparation, guys, and take care.